The Accordion Played by Rod Lewis. The accordion played, and I sat on the lawn watching couples hold hands. Some swayed to the music, others whispered and laughed, only glancing up at the musician occasionally. Partners, parents, grandparents, maybe even just lovers out on a first date. This was the Fringe after all. Had they only met tonight? Ah, the Fringe! The Adelaide Fringe. Second biggest arts festival in the world, and a playground for the arty, the curious, and the happy-go-lucky. Everyone gets in on the act. Where do these people hide for the other 48 weeks of the year? The musician really was good. The tunes of his accordion filled the air over the front lawns of the South Australian Museum as people scanned their tickets, sterilised their hands, and threw disinterested glances at the silent black and white film broadcasting on a big screen until the event began. It was the music that enchanted, though. It had a dreamy quality that segued between romance, memory, and fun. The museum was hosting its own Fringe event, their annual Night Lab. 4 hours of discovery, talks and games, mixed with alcohol, food, and costumed staff. It promised to be a night of whimsy and wonder. I couldn't wait. When the doors opened and the crowd began filing in, I was surprised by the twinge of sadness that struck me when the music stopped. The air felt empty, despite the excited buzz of patrons eager to get inside and begin their adventures. For me, though, the music put me in a state of melancholy. Thinking of those couples, their love, their romance, their companionship, wondering how their lives had been shaped to bring them such happiness today. I took my free bag of popcorn and a complimentary cocktail as I entered, then segued out of the crowded entranceway with a sharp right. Tables had been set up in the wide corridor between the foyer and the Aboriginal Cultural Gallery. I sat my overfull glass of punch on the only free table and sucked the spilt liquid from my hand until it was clean enough to wipe on my jeans. Then I focused on the popcorn, salty and satisfying, or at least quietening my grumbling stomach. A quick glance behind me through the glassed external wall revealed a long queue of people still waiting to enter the building. I licked the salt off my fingertips and noticed for the first time the wall in front of me. It ran the length of the walkway, a photographic exhibition celebrating the unheralded leadership of Aboriginal women in our community. Women's Work, the title screamed in big letters. Beneath it, I recognised some of the names and faces immediately. Ellen Trevorrow, a world-renowned artist and cultural weaver. Dr. Jenny Caruso, an adjunct lecturer at Adelaide University. And Kirsty Parker, a journalist and Aboriginal activist. All of them strong women who excelled in their field. The memory of the accordion floated in my head as I gazed upon the faces. It made me think of the women in my own life and how thankful I was to them. My older sister Irene, my protector, my advisor, my best friend. The first time I donned makeup to hide my masculine features, it was she who encouraged me to be who I am, to stand proud and confident and never let the bastards bring me down. My mother, Mum, the nurturer who put Irene and I first, who loved us unconditionally and taught by example, while always nudging us forward to be the best we can. Always by our side, even now, I really miss her. My nanas, Gwen on my mum's side, Joyce on my dad's, bringing the comfort of home-cooked biscuits, knitted jumpers, and a cheeky rebellion against our parents' rules whenever we forgot to smile. Oh, those hugs. No one did it better. And of course, Shay, who showed me that unconditional love creates new families that can embrace our birth families yet blossom independently. God, I love her. I love her compassion, her smile, her no-nonsense honesty, and that little sound she can never hold back when she climaxes. Shay, my wife, my friend, my future. If you asked me who the greatest woman on earth was, each of them would feature in my list. Forget the inventors, the leaders, the medics, and the religious icons. They all have their place. They're all worthy of admiration. but none of them compared to the impact my own loved ones have had on me. But if I had to pick one, just one woman to star, it would have to be the culmination of all of them. The result of their kindness, the result of their guidance, the result that is me, Olivia Sheffield Walsh. Because I am all of them. I am their best and their worst, and my own self too. I represent those before me and will leave behind their legacy for those I touch along my own path. By being me, I am being them, and I embrace them with all my heart. Through them, I've strived to change what I don't like and learned to accept things that I can't change. I am proud, I'm strong, and I loved. I am them. I rose from the table and ventured deeper into the museum. Melancholy was gone. My spirits lifted by the memories and the gratitude I felt for those I walked behind and now walk beside. It was time to let the festivities begin. It was time to explore history and give thanks, as always, to my past. Read by Jet, aka Julia Chill.